Home, clean, Cali, clean, Cali, home, clean, Cali, home, clean, Cali, home, clean, Cali. Greetings, namaste. Welcome to another installment of Magic La Croix. um, Hope y'all are having a good day today. Uh, Today is Tuesday, October 2nd, and I couldn't be happier that this is October. Uh, I am a fiend for Halloween, and I like everything that's associated with the month of October and the fall equinox. Hello, Tova. Hello, Indigo Moon. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And today, what I wanted to talk about was programming. Um, we spend a long time getting ourselves programmed. What do I mean by that? I mean, um, from the time you're fully able to think for yourself, you're constantly being programmed. And those who wish to come out of that program or get into the occult need to have a certain mindset. Um, it is far beyond, um, far beyond what Christianity teaches. What's up, Dan? Peace, love, and light. Sarah. Peace, brother, black and sister, black and chancellor. I'm sorry about that. Well, it's not. This is gonna be brief. I'm not gonna be long. Then again, I said that last week, and I was here for an hour. But um, programming, yes, programming is important. You got to think about it. Your programming starts uh, from birth. You're taught what should be normal behavior or considered normal behavior. You're taught just certain habits. Like your parents are your first programmers. Um, there was a saying that my grandmother used to say to us that to this day I still don't know what they mean. Like, for instance, my grandmother wouldn't allow our elbows on the table. I don't get why that's even an issue. Um, oh, Sarah, you saw that. Shiva, yeah, that's one. That's my nigga. Hey, Mystic Mia, how you doing? That was done for me like 4 years ago. This Korean guy, when I used to work for Dell, he used to put my face on all kind of shit, and he thought it was funny. So um, I thought it was funny too that he put my face there. Um, but what Sarah is referring to is this. It's a picture of Shiva that has my face on it. So you know, of course, y'all know I like the Hindu pantheon. It is to me that's one of the most powerful systems, powerful paths there is. So programming, yes. All right. So you spend half your life, well, most of your, yeah, I want to say all of your kid life, your youth, being programmed. I still don't understand why my grandmother wouldn't allow our elbows. She hated for us to have our elbows on the table. You know what I'm saying? Blessings, Larry Jones, and welcome. Um, Somebody help me out with that. I have no clue as why your elbows are not supposed to be on the table. But that's something that I had to deprogram myself on. Even as an adult, one day I put my elbow on, then I was like, wait a minute, I'm a fucking grown man. You know what I'm saying? Or uh, don't run in and out of my house. You're gonna make my house poor. I think what she meant by that is running up the electric bill. I think that's what she. I have no clue. um, so our parents are our first programmers, our immediate family. You get programmed. Uh, if you grew up the way I did in the ghetto, there's certain things that you're not supposed to do. Like I got teased for reading all the time and reading comic books. You know what I'm saying? Certain things wasn't acceptable. Back then, it was unacceptable to be gay. Back then, also, homosexuality was considered a mental illness. What else can I think of back in the day? You grow up and it's just certain things you're not supposed to do or you are supposed to do. You can't talk a certain way or you're considered acting white. So intelligence, sad to say, Black community is not looked upon favorably. See what I'm saying? So we spend most of our lives getting programmed. And as that old saying goes, if you don't control your mind, someone else will. Your subconscious mind, as I said before, the most powerful weapon that you have at your disposal. So you should spend a lot of your time deprogramming yourself, and it is not a overnight process. Okay. Yeah. Let me go back over what I just said. Being smart when I was growing up, that was actually considered a bad thing. It was. I remember one guy wanted to beat me up. I don't know why I remember this, but this guy wanted to beat my ass after class because I was the teacher's pet. He wanted to beat me up just because I was smart. Or you're not supposed to look handsome, or that's considered a bad thing. See what I'm saying? Anita Hill says we had to wash our feet before we get into bed at night. Okay, that's another form of programming. Yeah. We had a big ass church where I lived, right in the middle of our neighborhood. Now, this was in the streets of Philadelphia. We had a big ass church, and a lot of my programming came from there because we were led to believe that everybody and everything that was good and wholesome was attributed to Caucasian. Hi, Liana. How you doing? So once you come into knowledge, that's when you have to start deprogramming yourself, because it takes a certain mindset to be able to take control of your life. See what I mean? Subconscious mind, you should do everything possible to start programming your subconscious mind. I'm going to give a method for giving yourself commands. Programming your mind to be the best that it can be is one of the most valuable things you can do. Peace, Amir Knight. The power of your subconscious mind cannot be overstated. See what I'm saying? So you got to think that the media for the longest time used programming to program the masses to believe certain things. There are certain things that Caucasians still believe about melanated people that are absolutely untrue. Like, we don't have tails. See what I'm saying? Remember, the real reason that television was created was to spread propaganda. You can take it or leave it. Once the slaves were freed, then they had to find a way to push out this message that these Negroes could not be trusted. All they wanted to do was rape white women. They had tails. They were, what's the word I'm looking for? They were predisposed from birth to steal and to commit bad behaviors. Now, how many of these things do you think are still embedded in people? There are still things that Caucasians believe about melanated people because of programming. We are not the only ones who've been programmed. They've also been programmed. They've been led astray also. You got to think. They've been led to think that they are superior to everybody else simply because they have a different skin tone and because they are at the top of everything. But everything, and I know those of you who are watching, I ain't got to say this, everything was taken by force. I don't want to get sidetracked, but my thing is programmed. You got to see some of the racist ads that were out back then. There was a thing, is a cartoon I'm thinking about it. It was a black baby drinking a can of oil. The oil was labeled nigger milk. As I watch Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny today, you can see the racism that's blatant right there. I was up one night. It was a night that insomnia was winning the battle. Well, I happened to turn on the Little Rascals. Do y'all remember the Little Rascals? The Little Rascals, and in a short 5-minute period, I heard the grown adult say to the little kid, "Well, what do you like about that pickaninny?" or something like that. And there was another reference to watermelon or something like that. But the Little Rascals was a racist ass fucking show. So that is why it's so important to know what you are looking at. The media is there to program your mind. You have to reprogram. I'm about to say unprogram. That ain't no word. You have to reprogram your mind to take better control of how you think. Look at some of the comments here. Eating healthy was eating white people food and eating white. That's another. Antoine says, "I affirm I am God daily." That's a good mantra. That's a very good mantra. You know what I'm saying? So, where was I going with this? Media, TV, social media, even in music, they have been constantly, this is a decades old tactic to keep the masses under control, even in music. Now, this movie was put out as like a joke and as a comedy, but it's true. Subliminal messaging is true. It is something that is used. Josie and the Pussycats. Watch that movie. They program through music, and they show you this. Rosario Dawson is in that movie. Check out Josie and the Pussycats. There are all kinds of programming tactics. Why do you think Love and Hip Hop exists? Love and hip hop ain't got shit to do with love because all they do is fight. It has shit to do with hip hop. They associate love with hip hop in a negative way. Remember, your mind catches every little thing. So Even commercials to this day are used to program people. Um, what's up, Gold Mine? Peace and love, peace and light. Namaste. um, so the programming is real, people. Program is real. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a nation of people, black women, black men, at odds with each other on a constant basis. All you gotta do is look at Facebook. I use that as an example because everybody's on Facebook all day, every day. So it's a perfect example. My last two corporate jobs, problems I had, how I left those companies was because somebody who looked like me. That's it. I mean, that's just an example, but we are programmed to not love each other. We are programmed that wearing somebody else's hair is best for you. Now, I know some of you sisters who are watching will be like, it's true. It's true. I'm sorry, it is. I was in a group recently where Caucasian said she wanted to get dreadlocks. Now, first of all, I hate that term. There's nothing dreadful about my hair, but she was asking for advice, and another Caucasian person said they are dirty. No, she said they are nasty and stinky. I'm like, that is another misconception about this kind of hair. That's another example, but pay attention to commercials that you see. Now I noticed that in commercials, they are actually showing more sisters with natural hair. However, if you see a loving couple, you will see always, or not always, most of the time, you're going to see a Caucasian man and a melanated sister. Yeah. So this is one of the reasons I hate Beyonce. I cannot stand Beyonce. I can't. She's made a career of wearing fake hair, shaking her ass, and popping that coochie. She made a career out of that. And millions of young female follow and try to imitate her. Images are that powerful. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, people may disagree with me on the Beyonce thing. I don't like giving her that much energy. Seriously. But what's wrong with the hair that grows out of your scalp? We're programmed to not like ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad. I'm laughing, but it's not really funny. You know what I mean? We are programmed not to like each other, and we are distrusting of each other. It was another programming that you can't speak to, you can't trust Negroes at all, and that's amongst ourselves. She's absolutely correct. Skin bleaching is at an all-time high, more now than it was back in the day. I mean, what is wrong with the skin that you're born with? People are skin bleaching their skin to imitate other people. Have y'all seen Sammy Sosa lately? Door pause. I had to get that one in there, but um, Sammy Sosa, one of the best baseball players ever, totally does not look like himself anymore. he looks like a scoop of vanilla sherbet or something. um, Look at little Kim. My God, this sister was beautiful, natural, and she looks like who the hell did it and what for? You know, there are pictures that people have shown of Nicki Minaj versus now. You can't tell me this woman is not doing something to herself. But my thing is, what is wrong with what you're born with? See what I'm saying? This is a sickness that a lot of people do not want to address for fear of retaliation or someone coming after them or someone speaking out against them. I don't have that kind of fear. I really don't care. There's a major energy shift going on right now, so I need y'all to pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Pay attention to your dreams, um, especially this month, where the veil is thinning between the worlds. Yeah, he looks like Casper, the friendly ghost. He really does. If we're talking about Sammy Sosa. Goldmine says skin bleach is running rampant in Jamaica. Out of all places, Jamaica. Why these people suddenly don't want to look like themselves? Antoine, I'm not sure what a super chat is. And Liana says, I thought he looked more like the Grim Reaper. But you think about all the people who don't look like themselves. We talked about Sammy Sosa, Lil Kim. Lil Kim, oh man, I had Lil Kim's first album, Hardcore. That shit was in heavy rotation. She don't, oh my goodness. Sisters are born with naturally big asses. Why do you need implants? You don't. You have natural, firm asses. I don't mean to say it like I'm some kind of pervert, but I mean that is part of your makeup. You don't need anything extra. If you needed something extra, tell me. You're born with full lips, with breasts, with behinds, built like goddesses, like the goddess Venus herself. Why is everybody else paying for what you have naturally? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. But this is how deep the programming has gone. It has gotten that deep. Where we don't like ourselves, we don't like our hair, we don't like our skin tone. You see what I'm saying? So the deprogramming must begin, people. Right. Lyric says that's just about the whole entertainment industry. Absolutely correct. When I saw Queen Latifah wear a blonde wig, I'm like, they got you too, huh? Yeah, Ambi back in the 80s. Yes, absolutely correct. I remember back in the 80s, the first time I saw a color contact, I was like, what the fuck is that? Then when I was in California, at a McDonald's, this woman had blue eyes, and you could tell they weren't her eyes. Not saying that black people can't have blue eyes, but those weren't her eyes naturally. We want to change our hair, we want to change our skin tone, we want to change our eyes, we want to give ourselves bigger asses when it's not necessary. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand something also. Millions upon millions, if not billions. I'm not going to go that far, but I know millions are spent per year on marketing and promotion. Why? Because they understand the power of programming. See what I'm saying? Here is a good technique for you to start using. All right. Before you go to bed, this is the best time when you're sleeping to start programming your subconscious mind. Before you go to sleep, if you feel yourself drifting off to sleep, do this. Count mentally. All this is mental. Count from 1 to 33. Right? Once you reach 33, you say this phrase. Let this command. No, I'm sorry. Let me start over. Let my mind keep this command in my memory the whole time on a permanent basis and do everything necessary to make this happen. Do it 3 times. Let my mind keep this command in my memory the whole time on a permanent basis and do everything necessary to make this happen. One more time. Let my mind keep this command in my memory the whole time on a permanent basis and do everything necessary to make this happen. Then you say this phrase 3 times. Let this command be fulfilled. Let this command be fulfilled. Let this command be fulfilled. Then you count backwards. 33, 32, 31, 30, all the way back down to 1. And then you drift off to sleep. So you count from 1 to 33. Say the command. Let my mind keep this command in my memory the whole time on a permanent basis and do everything necessary to make this happen. Then you give, okay, after you say that is when you give yourself a command. I will start to remember all of my dreams. I will start to remember all of my dreams. I will start to remember all of my dreams. Then you go, let this command be fulfilled. Let this command be fulfilled. Let this command be fulfilled. And then count backwards from 33 to 1. No problem, Liana. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that. Okay, so that was just a quick chat that I wanted to have with y'all today. Programming, deprogram yourself. Program yourself to be successful, happy, healthy, magical. You can even use that technique I just gave. You can use that to make yourself more magic. Because remember, all magic starts with you. It comes from within you. Okay, so as I wrap this up, I don't see any questions in the box. So thanks again for joining me. I'll be back again soon. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your week and your day. Tonight's my bowling night. So let me go and throw some strikes. My name is Magick La Croix. Namaste. Y'all have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Peace.